Welcome to Ultimate Autographs. If you were looking for the internet's most exciting and interactive live break room, then you have come to the right place. We are opening live break mystery boxes featuring the biggest names from across the sports world every single day. If you're new to breaking with us, we can help break it down and make it as easy to understand as possible. First, head over to the live break page and look for a series that suits your interests. Most of our series will have 8 spots, which represent the 8 NFL divisions, but other sports breaks or mixers may vary. If you purchase one spot, that means you have a 1 in 8 chance to win that item at an extremely discounted rate. Next, click Add to Cart to purchase your live break spot. Once you've completed your checkout, tune into the next available live breaks broadcast on Facebook, Twitch, or YouTube at noon, 3, or 6 p.m. Central Time any day of the week. As you watch, you will see your name appear on the screen when your specific break begins. Your name will go into the randomizer and will be randomized a specific amount of times based on that evening's dice roll number. Once randomization is over, the list of names of people that bought into that live break will be matched up with a specific division. If the item that is pulled from the mystery box matches your division, congratulations, you just won an incredible piece of signed memorabilia. Want to guarantee yourself an item as opposed to testing your luck? Some of the series that you see on the live break page can be purchased under the mystery box tab of our website. Those boxes could either be shipped directly to your door or open live on the air before being sent to you. While you are there, make sure to sign up for our Signature Points Club. This exclusive club earns you points toward specific discounts, signed items, or exclusive events each and every time you buy at ultimateautographs.com. The moment you have been waiting for has come. Let's break some signed memorabilia.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Ultimate Autographs. Wow, I'm so not used to hosting that that intro didn't even come out properly. Welcome to the Ultimate Autographs live break room. Chinmay and Rob here with you Saturday, 9 a.m. from Burr Ridge, Illinois, just outside of the Chicagoland area, and it's been a good holiday week. Hope everybody had a great Christmas, and looking forward to Happy New Year's and going into 2026 strong. Rob, I know you were talking about some of the festivities that you had, and hopefully you had a good Christmas and a good holiday weekend as well. And looking forward to getting into a pretty loaded break room, to be honest. I've never seen this many headliners still on the board on a Saturday. Normally, and I'm only here, on Saturdays, so I kind of don't get the full snapshot of how the week went. But by the looks of it, it seems like there are a lot of headliners on the board, and that's good news for everybody here because more opportunities for you to win yourself that top level player, that top level memorabilia. Couple of housekeeping things to take care of before we jump into the show. There's only one box left in the Diamond Series, and that box will be hopefully going in this show. I believe there are 5 to go in that Diamond single. So, 5 to go in that Diamond single. So I will drop that link in the chat here. So the last box of the Diamond Series, and once we get out of the Diamond Series, we will be going into the Vault Series. And Jamil is there in the chat. He's saying, "What's up?" If Chinmay's in the chair, he has to get at least one spot. Okay. Michael saying, "Morning, Rob. Morning, Chinmay." Yep. How's it going, Michael? Michael's Bears got a big win last week.
Oh, did they?
And clinched a playoff spot.
Yeah, it was a big time moment in Chicago. So I did my holiday festivities basically after our show last Saturday.
Yeah.
Got my weekend started off early, and I was basically on D&D all weekend, and I was doing what folks used to do back in the good old days, and they got their information by going out by word of mouth, and that's how I was able to find out about the Bears and Packers game. My girlfriend and I were just out on a night out in the town. We ended up popping into this one bar, and it was this cool collective thing because where her and I were staying, we were basically on the literal border of Wisconsin and Illinois. So
Okay.
you could literally feel the divide in the room between Packers and Bears fans where we were at. So it was like really, really cool. And it was just like a really like nice, like classic conversation about people that, weren't really like fully involved with Bears Packers, but they just know how longstanding the rivalry was, and how important that is geographically to where we are. So I thought that was really cool. That was one of the highlights of my weekend. But yeah, big time win for the Bears. And an even big time, bigger loss for the Detroit Lions, because that ended up basically, making the loss to the Bears not as important as it should be, not as relevant or as big as it should be, because Jordan Love is going to be getting the night off tonight. Malik Willis is going to be getting the start. So Green Bay is able to start resting some guys up leading up to the playoffs. So I'm sure we're going to get into a lot of that, dude. But like you said, I'm here for 5 shows typically on weekends, excuse me, over the course of the weekend. And this is even shocking to me because the guys kicked a lot of, last night and between the After Dark show and the 6 o'clock prime time. And, I thought that we were going to be coming into a very naked board up on the wall today, but that's the furthest from the truth.
Yeah, and Michael, a couple of questions. He's saying, can you guys see if I'm in the Weekend Warrior from last weekend? We definitely can do that, Michael. And he's up in Packers country, and he brought a Bears hoodie for the first time in 8 years. Yeah, it's been a long time for Bears fans.
Since they don't suck.
I'll give Bears fans that, and definitely happy for Bears fans who have suffered through a lot over the last decade or so. Probably been more than the last decade or so. Really, the 2010 NFC Championship team, that was the last like decent Bears team.
I would say that 2018 team, but that was such a dominant turnover heavy team where that offense just got really good field positioning, and they were number 1 in the league in points off of turnovers. So that was kind of like a lightning in a bottle year, because I think that they made the playoffs, I think, the following year against New Orleans. But they were just a 500 team.
That was a 7 seed that year.
Yeah.
But that previous year they were, I believe, the number 2 or number 3 seed.
But again, when you play in a big market like Chicago for a big Bears team like Chicago, and again, just going back geographically, something that maybe people in the Chicagoland area don't realize, because the city does inhabit 2 baseball teams, it does have a major market basketball team. It has an original 6 hockey team. Nothing even comes remotely close to the Bears when they're relevant in the city.
Oh, for sure.
Even a historical team like the Chicago Cubs, for example, they don't pale in comparison to the Bears when they're at their peak. So there's just certain teams in their sports, dude, where the sport itself is in a much better place when they're better. And I think the Bears, when they are good, is just better for the NFL.
Sure. Yeah. I agree. I agree with a lot of that, though, because I think even so, my big tie, because I'm not a Bears fan, so that really doesn't resonate with me as much. But I do think, in general, the city of Chicago is more lively when the sports teams are doing better. And it's more stark, like, I always relate it to more like on a college campus.
Yeah, for sure.
Your college campus is just more lively when your football team or basketball team is doing good. People are just naturally in a better mood. And that's the case with the Bears as well. Let's get into some of these housekeeping things that I talked about. First off, we'll start with our dice roll. Looks like the guys rolled a 12 last time. I'm going with 8. Rob, what are you feeling this morning?
I'll go with I'll rock number 10. Number 10. All right. I'm feeling 10 out of 10 today.
It's 9, right in the middle. Right in the middle of 8 and 10.
Settle with that.
Is 9. So that will be the dice roll, and that'll be how many times we put your names into the randomizer to randomize up for the divisions. Now we go to the Chase wheel spin, and The Chase wheel spin is going to be something very interesting. I am a very generous person. Rob is also a very generous person, and we have been routinely generous on Saturday mornings for you guys. So we're going to continue that generosity, even though, you know, Christmas has passed. So, you know, we're past sort of the Christmas giving spirit, but we'll get into sort of the end of year giving spirit here. So the Chase wheel spin, what I'm going to do is I will do one chase for this last diamond box, because there's only one box left in the diamond series. So we'll do one chase just for that diamond box. Then there's only 2 boxes left in our Speed Flex series. So I'll do a separate wheel spin for any Speed Flex breaks that happen. And then we will spin to see what the third wheel spin will be. So we're hoping to get to 3 spins here. We're hoping to get to 3 wheel spins, and we will see what the third one will be here. And the third one will be the minis. So we'll do the minis for the third chase. And again, those are all 3 different wheel spins. So we're hoping to get to 3 wheel spins. So the diamond closes out, all those names will be in one. The Speed Flex breaks close out, all those Speed Flex names will be in a different spin. And then anything in the minis, we will get to a third wheel spin. We'll check out the minis right here. The minis, always an automatic double box break here, and 22 boxes left. 9 headliners still available in the 22 boxes. Emmitt Smith on that gray Cowboys lid still available. Earl Thomas on I think that's the rivalry Seahawks lid. The Earl Thomas rivalry Seahawks lid is still available. Devon Achane, Michael Irvin, Jonathan Taylor, Jerome Bettis, and Howie Long, all still available in the minis there. So the minis will be that third chase wheel spin. Jamil is saying, Shinwei, I miss you being around more than once a week. I try to sub in here and there when people need some coverage, but yeah, I'm only here Saturdays. What's left in the Speed Flex? Okay, there's only 2 boxes left in the Speed Flex. No, they're not photoed headliners. One of the guys left has occasionally been a secondary headliner. Both are current players, though. I can tell you that both are current players in the Speed Flex series, and we are not going to just have random people sign on Speed Flexes. So they're not necessarily headliner level players, but both are current players. In the Diamond series, I can tell you in the Diamond series, the player that's left is a former league MVP, a Hall of Famer, and is a headliner in other series, and is a headliner in a different series currently available in the break room. So that diamond box again, and then the diamonds, authentics are better in every box. So it's essentially should be a headliner level player here. Is not a listed headliner, I believe, but will be a headliner level hit in that diamond box. Eric is saying what's left in Bright Light, and we will check out that Bright Light series right now. We've got 13 boxes left in this Bright Light series and 9 headliners. So pretty loaded here in terms of headliners to boxes ratio. Adrian Peterson, Mike Evans on that Bucks rave. Julius Peppers on what looks like the Panthers rave. Jamar Chase is available on that gray Bengals with the highlighter autograph there, and Jonathan Taylor on a nice Colts lid still available as the headliners. Unfortunately, that LT is gone. That Trevor Lawrence is gone. Would have liked to see those come out, but unfortunately, those are gone. Nico Collins, Frank Gore, Thurman Thomas, and Tyreek Hill all secondary headliners, all available in that Bright Light series. Take a quick look here. We've only got 2 spots to go in this Naughty and Nice mini and jersey series in the it's minis and jerseys in the Naughty and Nice, and only 2 spots to go in that single. So I think that's going to be the closest break to closing. Travis Etienne, Lawrence Taylor, Champ Bailey, Tony Gonzalez, Steve Young, Jonathan Taylor, all available in the headliners for the minis. Dan Marino, Dak Prescott, Eddie George, Adrian Peterson, all available in the jerseys. And DJ Moore, a star for the Chicago Bears now, headlining that receiver group and showing out big last week in that win over the Packers, caught that game-winning touchdown pass. He is a secondary headliner. We do not know if he will be on a mini or a jersey. So that is the rundown for the Naughty or Nice mini and jersey series. Again, only $39 a spot in that single break, and 2 spots to go. So that looks to be the closest break to closing. We're 5 to go in the Weekend Warrior, and the Weekend Warrior, which Michael is asking us to cover, and we will. Yeah, Jonathan Taylor is in that series. Weekend Warrior, this was available last week. Trevor Hoffman helmet is still available, and that is the only headliner hit that is still available. Only 4 boxes left in that Weekend Warrior series before we drop a Weekend Warrior jersey series. So if the Weekend Warrior closes out, we will be able to drop a Weekend Warrior jersey series. That'll again be weekend exclusive, but it'll be all jerseys. If we close out that diamond, then we will be able to drop a vault. We'll be able to drop a vault once we close out that diamonds. And in the vault, there are 5 speed flexes in the listed headliners in the vault. But the helmet that I'm most interested to see in the vault, and I know we got a lot of Cowboys fans in here, but the helmet that I'm most interested to see in the vault is a Dak Prescott, Ezekiel Elliott double-signed authentic. For Cowboys fans, that Dak Prescott, Ezekiel Elliott rookie year that they had in 2016, that was like one of the greatest hype seasons for the Dallas Cowboys ever. I don't think there's been as much hype around the Cowboys since the 90s in terms of potential with the 2 rookies. That is definitely a collector's item, an all-time collector's item, mostly because Ezekiel Elliott is no longer with the Cowboys, no longer in the league. But Dak Prescott has skyrocketed in terms of value. And that helmet, I hope that we can at least show that off to you guys in the pictures when we drop that vault. But again, in order to drop that vault, need to close out that diamond. We are 5 to go in that diamond. And that's going to be, a Chase wheel spin as well. So you'll get your name in the Chase wheel spin if you're able to close out, if we're able to close out that diamond series. It looks like we did sell out in the Naughty and Nice minis and jerseys. So we will have that break. We will have that break coming up here in a little bit. Take you through the rest of the page here. We've already gone through some of the minis and the bright lights and the Weekend Warrior and the jerseys. Jerseys is the last one that we will go through here, if my internet can load. The Ricky Williams 420 jersey is back on the board. I know Rip will like to see that later on if he is available in this Saturday slate. Rip has been here and there in terms of his schedule. I thought he would be in, but he wasn't. So we'll see if he's in today. But if he is, hopefully that Ricky Williams 420 jersey is available for him. 24 jerseys left in the series, 11 headliners. So we're just under 50% in terms of the headliners there for the jerseys. And Andre Johnson, Brian Urlacher, Darrell Revis, Donovan McNabb from that top row, all still available. Hines Ward, Ricky Williams, Sean Alexander, and Warren Sapp, all available in that bottom row. And then Patrick Peterson, AJ Green, Warren Moon, all available secondary headliners. Yeah, Michael, that's fair enough. And again, we're not here to tell you what to do with your money. But if you buy into that diamond, you would get an opportunity to get that money back with the wheel spin, not to mention you get your shot at an item. So I would say that it's still worth it because, again, it's an authentic or better. I can tell you it's an authentic because it wasn't a listed headliner. So I can tell you it's an authentic, and I can tell you that it's a Hall of Famer. I can tell you that it's a former league MVP, and you can get your name in the wheel spin. So I would still say it's worth it, but again, completely understand that line of thinking. But yeah, Rob, we do have the single box in that Naughty or Nice mini and jersey series.
Sweet.
That should be good.
Get that ready there for you. Travis closed that out. So thank you, Travis.
Yep, appreciate it, Travis. Thank you very much. And we will get that going. Michael is saying that he's been chasing a Trey McBride speed flex. He's having no luck. Yeah. And part of the reason he's having no luck, at least in this current setup, is that there is no Trey McBride speed flex in the room at the moment. But I'm sure that there will be one soon. Trey McBride has been a regular in this break room of late.
Yes, he has.
Especially been signing on the rivalry helmets for the Cardinals. So, yeah, we expect to get Trey back in here shortly. Once we get some of these series out of the way, I'm sure that Trey McBride will be available.
Yeah, Trey signs all the time. He has multiple signing rights deals with multiple companies. So he's big in the autograph business. He has been really since the beginning of last season. So he's a guy that has actually signed for Ultimate Autographs at signing events before in the past. So he's somebody that we've actually had people go out for company-wise, Chinmay, and literally go out and grab his signature in person. So
nice. Michael is saying no, it went in the Speed Flex series. Okay, so he was in the Speed Flex series and is no longer. Okay.
Last night I would certainly believe it. And the thing is that Michael, I mean, there is a possibility that if you end up playing in the Speed Flex series, we obviously still have, and you get one of those two hidden gems, there could always be a trade that could work out.
Yeah, for sure.
You can leverage a Speed Flex, excuse me. I mean, we have seen guys like, for example, like even in a series like Chinmay just mentioned, the Diamonds, that hidden gem is an MVP or former MVP. So that list is ready for you, by the way.
Yep, I see that list, and we will get that going.
But yeah, you can always leverage either a Speed Flex you have, or like Michael, you've played here long enough now, my friend, to know that this is a great trading community as well. So that's something that I would definitely leverage. But the one thing that I would definitely emphasize today, guys, and I know Chinmay has covered it with my presence or absence out of the room this morning, but has mentioned not just one, not just two, but three chase wheel spin opportunities. And, some hosts do things differently, but it seems like Chinmay and I don't want to necessarily say that we are the most generous host, but we do like to give you guys individual wheel spins because, it's the weekend morning. We want to reward you guys and for playing here in the break room. So please take advantage of that. And not only if you do that, but you would also be activating a couple of new series as well. So.
All right. Let's get those names going. 9 times around. Pascal Apon, Eric Nichols, welcome to the break room. Let us know how you heard about Ultimate Autographs. Let us know who your favorite team is, and let us know who you're chasing, and we can point you in a particular direction if you are interested in going that route. 9 times around, everybody. Here we go. Brian Bickle, you've got the NFC North. Pascal has got the NFC South, the AFC East, and the AFC West. Travis, who closed out the break, Travis Heimlich, has got the NFC East as well as the AFC South. Joseph Ferrante has got the NFC West, and Eric Nichols has got the AFC North. So let's see. Naughty or nice. Number 3 single. Go ahead and give me a box number here if you are in this break.
Eric jumping in the chat. Eric Nichols.
I see Eric. Yeah, Eric is a Patriots fan. Okay.
Good year for Eric.
It's been a good year. It has been a good year, and seemingly we'll get better tomorrow. They play the Jets, and I who have picked the Jets multiple times in our spread picks, have very low hopes for the Jets, despite my guy Brady Cook getting once again another start for the Jets. I have very low hopes for New York. I need Breece Hall to do well though, so that's something that I am hoping for. 7, box 7.
Both guys.
Yeah, both guys here. Travis saying 7 and Meow 220 is also saying 7. Who is Meow? So Joseph, I see 7 before I see the 2 that you dropped. Appreciate you chiming in with a number, but unfortunately, we're gonna go with 7 here because that was the first number. Box number 7.
Better than a 1 in 2 chance, guys, going into this of landing a headliner. 11 of those bad boys still left.
All right.
Pokey trainer link like that. A lot of participation in the chat for a box call.
Yeah, naughty or nice. Here we go. So again, this is a jersey and a mini series, and they do have the scratch offs as well in this. So let's see what the scratch off deal is here.
So that's going to be we end up having a collection of goodies in that box down over there, and those collection.
Okay, so
of
nice
goodies.
sticker will get you the credit.
Yeah, and that's
all right.
That box behind you, if that's a green sticker,
yeah,
then it'll pull out. Yeah, you'll pull out of there.
Well, probably not going to be in this box, but it's Champ Bailey.
Oh,
On the Broncos mini. So that is going to be an AFC West hit and a headliner hit for Pascal. Pascal with that new customer magic. Welcome to the break room.
nice.
Champ Bailey on the mini in the Naughty or Nice series. So Champ Bailey on the mini helmet. That is going to be an AFC West hit. That's going to Pascal. And Pascal, I will scratch this off just for the sake of going through all the logistics here. So again, I'll scratch off that sticker, but I'm going to guess and say that that it's going to be red here. You can already kind of see the outline. And I was correct. Champ Bailey was not very nice. Champ Bailey was not very nice proposing quarterbacks.
Yeah, newcomer magic indeed, Michael. Great hits. So hopefully Pascal is a big-time Broncos fan. That'd be certainly nice to see if that was the case. Doesn't get much better for all-time great Broncos than Champ Bailey, 12-time Pro Bowler, 3-time All-Pro. Talk about a lockdown corner, man. Very, very few cornerbacks have ever done what he did in NFL history, Chinmay. He actually is one of a handful of corners to actually have double-digit interceptions in a single season. He had 10 back in 2006. And funny enough, his his totality of interception return yardage is actually the most in NFL history.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which I didn't realize.
Well, yeah, Champ Bailey, it makes sense. He had a lot of interceptions. He had several pick sixes. And he would have a lot of interception yardage going his way. First time, yeah.
Let's get it. Yeah. Yeah, first time, let's get it. For user, followed by a slew of letters and numbers after that. But just because I feel like if I tried doing that in order, it wouldn't go well. But hope maybe that was Pascal. Pascal, if that was you in the chat earlier, shout out to you. Good morning, guys. Did anything come out of that Weekend Warrior?
Alfredo, no. So the Weekend Warrior, we still have 4 boxes left from the previous series that we had last weekend. Trevor Hoffman on the helmet is still available in the headliner hits. But there are 4 boxes, and if we are able to get through all 4 boxes, we will be able to drop a new Weekend Warrior series, which will be a Weekend Warrior jersey series, I believe. So that's going to be upcoming if we are able to get through the Weekend Warrior. Pascal jumping in the chat. He's saying he's a Pats fan, but he'll take Champ Bailey. I don't think anyone's going to complain about getting a Champ Bailey mini here in their first break. So that was the naughty or nice single break. And again, we got that break back up if you want to jump back into that series. But 5 to go in that mini. We are 5 to go in that last box in the Diamond series. Or sorry, 4 to go. We're 4 to go now in that Diamond. And we are 6 to go in the jerseys. So those are the breaks that are closest to closing. Again, on the mini and the Diamond, you will be eligible for a chase wheel spin if that series, or if a break closes out in that series, any break that closes out in that series, we will throw those names in the wheel spin, and we will do separate wheel spins for the Diamond, Speed Flex, and Minis series. We will do 3 different wheel spins if all 3 of those series get broken into. Again, Diamond, it's just the last box. Hall of Famer, former league MVP, and an authentic on that Diamond, because all helmets in the Diamonds or authentics are better. That player is a headliner in a different series currently in the room. So, and has been a headliner in other series previously. So, you're getting a Hall of Fame level hit there in the Diamonds in that last box. So where are we going to next? Some big NFL games today.
Yeah.
Houston Texans and Los Angeles Chargers kicking things off in the afternoon. And then my Green Bay Packers with the Malik Willis and Tyler Huntley Bowl, which no one thought they were going to see on Saturday night. When this game initially came out. So all the networks are not happy about this one. NFL will still rate though. The NFL always rates. And I agree with, Jordan Love, it looks like he's progressing through the protocol and probably could have been cleared, but might as well not chance it.
Yeah.
Packers already have a playoff spot locked up. We should be able to beat the Ravens without Lamar, but it's a tough one because the Packers without Micah Parsons cannot seem to tackle mobile quarterbacks. Quarterback with mobility just seems to get all over the place and make things happen. The Packers in general have had some tackling issues over the last month or so, and playoff spot is locked up, so there's not as much pressure, which is good. And we'll see if Malik Willis can be effective. He's dealing with some stuff himself. He's dealing with some injuries himself. So we'll see. Hopefully he can be effective. Hopefully that defense can show up at home. But some important games for many of you out there, including myself, in the fantasy football realm. So we'll get things started off here with fantasy football on Saturday. Some guys played on Thursday. For me and my opponent, and some people will be playing on Saturday, and then it'll be Sunday, and then the Monday night game. I'm sure people have got guys going, so should be a fun championship weekend here for all you fantasy football fans and managers, and hopefully you get some good memorabilia to go along with it in this break room.
Yeah, hopefully you can go after some of your fantasy team in the break.
Yeah, because we're still looking at 50. We're looking at 50% or better in at least 3 breaks for in terms of headliners. Not 3 breaks. We're looking at better than 50% in 2, and we're right at about 50% in two others. The jerseys and the minis were hovering around 50%, but the naughty and nice, we've got 10 headliners still in 19 boxes. And the Bright Light series, we've got 9 headliners available in 13 boxes. So plenty of stuff for you guys to attack when it comes to the headliners. Big Mike is saying Packers with a playoff spot with a nice Christmas gift for my Vikings. Yeah, Michael, appreciate that. We very much appreciate the Vikings coming to play against the Detroit Lions and giving the Packers a playoff spot.
Yeah, no, I think that, just going back on the narrative for that game, obviously, as much as I love Malik Willis as much as the next guy, I don't know if anybody outside of Green Bay actually says that. I think Tennessee Titans fans might have a different perspective on that, but I think the narrative has to do with what's come out of Baltimore this week. Mike Preston, who has been basically almost a 40-year-long beat writer, a very well-respected journalist for the Baltimore Sun, with some very eye-popping headliners this week. For those that don't know what I'm referring to, Lamar Jackson getting those Kyler Murray practice habits, apparently, those Abdul Carter practice habits, falling asleep during team meetings. He's much like people in Chinmay and I generation, up all night on the video games. Just not some very mature on and off the field habits. A big kid, as he was described in the article. I actually went online and actually read in the article myself, but the biggest thing is his lack of accountability is what I gathered from that article. And, when it comes from such a reputable source, I think this entire season is going to have to be, somebody's going to have to be a catalyst, right? That's going to have to be exiled from Baltimore because somebody's going to have to be held accountable for the season. And I think that John Harbaugh, I think that's going to be, this is going to be the season for him.
Very interesting. Okay, yeah.
I think Harbaugh is going to be the odd man out because Lamar, unless they end up reworking his contract, I think he's making like $70+ million this year and next year for Baltimore. So.
Yeah, it's very hard to make changes when your contracts are like that. And definitely, some very interesting comments for sure. Obviously, John Harbaugh, as you expect, pushed back on those comments, said none of it was really true. And that was natural and to be expected. But yeah, should be an interesting offseason for sure in Baltimore. Derek in the chat saying good morning, Chinmay and Rob. Good morning, Derek. How's it going?
What's going on, Derek?
Lions fan is not sitting too happy probably. But hey, Derek, University of Michigan hired Kyle Whittingham on a 5-year deal, and to be honest, that's a really good hire given where they were in the cycle. That's a home run hire in terms of getting a proven coach. Now, will it work out at Michigan? Who knows, right? It's impossible to tell. But in terms of getting a guy with a track record, you couldn't have done much better than Kyle Whittingham. And honestly, I'm surprised that Kyle Whittingham is still coaching. He has long said that he did not want to coach after 65. And yet here he is, signing a 5-year deal at the age of 66. So,
well, I think a lot of that has to do with obviously, given the most recent situation at Michigan, is really having an adult in the room and having just a veteran stabilizing presence. Because what Michigan needs right now is stability more than anything else. And I think that Whittingham is going to come in and provide that. We got our longtime UA regular Jersey Slime, and for those that do not know, Bob Boulay. What's going on, Bobby? Good morning to you, my man. Rob, you said that you like Malik Willis as much as the next guy. What if the next guy hates Malik Willis? Well, I hope that nobody hates an NFL player for whatever reason. So I would end up saying that if the next guy ends up hating Malik Willis, I would say that he's got to probably find somebody else to hate, because I don't think that there should be a lot of hate on Malik Willis. And going on Jamil's comments, saying he balled out last game.
Malik Willis is an awesome backup. He's an awesome backup quarterback.
Yeah, physically.
The problem is the Packers they become somewhat limited when he does play, because he's not a guy who's going through pass progressions. If his first read isn't there, things start to break down, and he's able to run. Yeah. Now, he's phenomenally mobile. He's an awesome running quarterback.
Yeah.
And as a backup quarterback, he's been really good for the Packers. So they absolutely made out like bandits with that trade, and he's making like $1 million. So it's like it's like a negligible cap hit for a backup quarterback.
He kind of reminds me of Fields in a way where he's not as athletic as Fields, but he has a better arm than Fields. But when you mention, you look at your first progression and then he takes off. I like Malik Willis's talent as an athlete and as a guy that's able to, play backyard football.
They run a different offense. They run a different offense with Malik Willis.
And that's what a great coach can do, is that he can adjust to the betterment of his player, like what Matt LaFleur is. But look, there's a reason why Malik Willis is already a backup this early on in his career. And you know what? A lot of guys can make a lot of money and make a lot of impact as a backup. I just don't think Malik Willis right now, out of 32 NFL teams, let's just fast forward to week 1 of 2026. I don't see him starting for a team week 1.
Right.
Now, can't necessarily say that, that can't be a potential case for a team like the Jets or maybe the Saints or the Dolphins if they move on from Tua. We'll see what happens there. But, I think that, like Chinmay said, I think that he is a good backup and he's in a good spot.
Yeah, no. Tarek is saying only hate should be towards choice of college, could be a rival. Aaron Custer saying the Michigan fan base won't tolerate the hire. They're delusional with their current standing. It's a program in disarray. They think they're elite.
Oh, yeah, gonna have some beef.
I don't know if it's necessarily a program in disarray or that they're delusional, because they did just win a national championship a few years ago.
Exactly.
So it's not like they haven't achieved the highest level of success recently.
Yeah,
the big thing is whether Whittingham will have the ability to jump into the portal and use the NIL and retain some of the top recruits. Because at Utah, he wasn't really getting the top recruits. They were really about identifying and developing. Whereas at Michigan, you're going to need to be able to get the top recruits to compete at the top of the Big Ten. So that's going to be the big question for Whittingham at this age. But again, like Rob said, I think for Michigan right now, they just need a guy who presents stability, control, and authority with the program.
Yeah, and
he's won a lot of games. Like he's won an insane amount of games at Utah, which seemed to be a tough place to win before. And not only that, he's produced plenty of NFL draft picks. So the track record at Utah is among the best in the country for like a Power 4 team, but not exactly like a blue blood type of job.
Yeah, 100%. And what always resets the culture is winning. Winning is always going to help.
Yeah.
It's always going to be that, kickstarting is, as soon as he is able to get off on a right foot, if he does get off on the right foot, even with Michigan fans, because I think that's the number one thing, because I do agree with Aaron at some point. Obviously, you can't ignore the facts that they have been in a disarray this season. And really last season as well for Michigan. But because they are such a blue-blooded, big-time program, one of the biggest college football programs in the entire country, a history with a ton of rich tapestry, you got to give them the benefit of the doubt. They play in one of the power conferences and, in college football. So you have to give them the benefit of the doubt. And I think that, like you said, I agree with you 1,000%. And Aaron as well, that the recruiting process and using the NIL to his advantage. But again, you're now the head coach of the Michigan Wolverines.
Right.
That title alone is already going to give him some credibility behind it.
Yeah.
So
checking in on the break page here. We're 3 to go in that Weekend Warrior single. So 3 to go in the Weekend Warrior. We're jumping into that weekend exclusive series. Again, 4 boxes left in that series. But Trevor Hoffman, that helmet, that yellow Padres helmet, I like when we do San Diego / Old Chargers yellow. That's been good, because I've seen Manny Machado and Fernando Tatis on the Padres helmet. So Trevor Hoffman on that helmet, that should be fun. We're 3 to go in the diamonds, 3 to go in that diamond single. Again, once we close out that diamond, we will drop the new Vault series, and then 4 to go in the jerseys. So the Weekend Warrior single, that diamond single, and the jersey break, those are the ones that I would attack. Those are the closest breaks to closing, and we should be able to knock out all of those here as we approach 9:45 in this 9 a.m. show on Saturday. We're also 5 to go in the minis. The minis is part of the chase, and the minis is an automatic double box break. So 2 boxes will come out once we close out that minis. That is 5 to go. Aaron saying, yeah, they did win a national title with a lot of questionable decisions. Bo was alleged to be turning his head. Yeah, okay, yeah. And then the sign stealing. Sure. Fan base will reject him. That's an interesting. Yeah, I actually don't know about that. I don't know about the idea of the fan base rejecting him, because there's no, like, obviously Jim Harbaugh is a legend at Michigan. That's not going to change. And Sherrone Morris kind of was an extension of Jim Harbaugh. But I think Michigan needed somebody who was, like, completely removed from that entire staff. Like, I actually think that this should be embraced by the Michigan fan base. We'll see. Ultimately, you got to win. That's ultimately what it comes down to. You got to win.
Yeah.
Will Manor saying, who won the Elite and GOAT giveaway last night?
Checking that right now.
Rob will be on that.
Yeah, the GOAT giveaway was David, the headliner Harrison.
Guessing it was a Mahomes hit.
Actually, it was the guy that you just mentioned, LaDainian Tomlinson.
Okay, all right.
On an authentic. So I'm sure that was one that you wish you were tuned into last night.
Yeah, for
to
sure.
see that. And then the iconic giveaway, William, that was Robert Reese. He won a Michael Irvin mini.
Okay.
Now, speaking of Michael Irvin, between Chinmay and I, this is what we call a transition here in the broadcasting business. Michael Irvin can be won on a...
He's in the minis?
He's in the minis, but you can also win him on a Speed Flex at the top of the page there for you guys on the live break page here at Ultimate Autographs. We actually have our college football playoff predictions coming up. So if you guys click that link at the top of the Ultimate Autographs live break page, you can actually fill out a head-to-head matchup for you guys. It's just that ticker right there at the top. You click that bad boy, and then you just pick out head-to-head who you think your final two in the national title game is going to be. And then whoever ends up predicting the right matchup and the closest to the final score is going to win that chance to get a autographed Michael Irvin University of Miami Hurricane.
Very cool. The Miami Hurricanes still in the college football playoff after beating Texas A&M. And let's just say Michael Irvin was very animated during that game, as he always is. Michael Irvin, always a nice character to have on any broadcast, especially when he's talking about the Miami Hurricanes and the Dallas Cowboys. He was on the Christmas broadcast as well on Netflix, and
he was
rocking a very nice white blazer with the Christmas red and white theme there. So Michael Irvin, he's available on the CFP prediction sort of giveaway that we're going with, but also Salute to Service Mini for Michael Irvin also available. Yeah, Aaron saying expectations will be. I agree. Expectations will be very high for Whittingham because of what he did with Utah, and I think that's definitely something that'll be interesting. So where are we going to next year? Again, we had that naughty or nice break, and we saw the Champ Bailey mini come out of there. 5 to go in that mini, 3 to go in that Weekend Warrior single. 3 to go in the Weekend Warrior double. My mistake. 3 to go in the Weekend Warrior double as well as the single. So 3 to go in the double, 3 to go in the single, 3 to go in that diamond, the last box in the diamond series, and 4 to go in that jersey break. I'm gonna drop this diamond series break into the chat as well.
Got some great speed flexes coming up in that vault series. Chinmay and I got our little cheat sheet that we're looking at. So again, just a handful of spots away from moving ourselves into that series. All we just need is 4 more spots. Do you have 3 actually?
I see diamond? 3 spots to go on the page.
Let's see what we got here. Yeah,
I see 3 spots. Okay. I see 3 spots to go on the page. Yeah,
I have 3 as well.
And just a quick rundown. I talked about that vault a little bit, and we got the 5 speed flexes available in the headliners in the vault. But the helmet that I'm most interested to see is that Dak Zeke double signed Cowboys authentic.
Yeah.
Talk about a Cowboys hype train it's always hype with the Cowboys, but I've never seen the hype around the Cowboys like that 2016 season.
Yeah.
With Dak Prescott and Ezekiel Elliott, the two rookies, absolutely dominating. That is going to be an absolute collector's item that you want to have. In terms of value, that's going to be right up there because those two, even though they didn't really win anything, for several reasons, those two created an absolute firestorm in that 2016 season with the Dallas Cowboys. So that's going to be one that I'm interested to see. But yeah, we got a Travis Kelce speed flex. Could be the last time we see Travis Kelce taking the football field. He could soon be a former NFL player. And of course, Travis Kelce has a lot of other outside interests. He's got a very famous podcast that has been skyrocketing up the podcast charts. And his wife is maybe the most famous singer of this generation. So Travis Kelce memorabilia is probably going to have a very solid market for those that are looking at that down the line.
We've been trying so hard to get an autograph, a co-signed Kelce and Swift guitar pick. We've been trying our damnedest to make sure that could happen.
If that happens, that will be the most, because we've had Taylor Swift records before.
Literal records.
Yeah, we've had Taylor Swift records that are signed. We've had Travis Kelce helmets that are signed, obviously. I wonder if they will do a dual signed. That would be interesting. If they do that.
I could see them, just because of the amount of wealth that they have, I could see them doing stuff like for more like charity auctions.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
things like that, which would be a really cool benefit. So as much as I love to talk about my sports and entertainment cross-star lovers, we could talk about Haley Steinfeld and Josh Allen doing a co-sign thing. But speaking of former great Kansas City Chiefs tight ends, would you say that Travis Kelce, maybe after this week or the next,
sure,
could be a former Chiefs tight end? How about Tony Gonzalez?
Yeah, Tony Gonzalez was on the Thursday night broadcast. He had an interview with Travis Kelce. They were talking about sort of elevating the tight end position and playing in Kansas City and having the run that they had. Yeah, Tony Gonzalez still holds a lot of tight end records in the NFL. So that he's available on the mini. I believe in the Naughty and Nice minis, Tony Gonzalez is available, and
yes,
he is available on a Chiefs lid. So Tony Gonzalez is available on a Chiefs lid in that Naughty or Nice minis and jerseys series. And there's a look at that Tony Gonzalez in the Naughty or Nice mini and jersey series.
I do definitely agree, though, that him and Shannon Sharp both, they revolutionized in that era what it meant to be an offensive weapon as a tight end. Because traditionally, they were looked at as more as a safety valve and more for run blocking purposes, obviously, and pass protection as well. But traditionally, more run blocking out on the edge.
Yeah.
Especially for West Coast style run offenses. But Sharp and Gonzalez, man, they were number one options for a vast majority of their careers. So, we have a litany of different series, guys. And this is where I think it's a really good opportunity. I say this with Chinmay just about every single weekend, is that you guys are tuned in at 9 a.m., guys. Like, you guys
are a lot of people are tuned in. 35 eyeballs across Facebook, Twitch,
take advantage,
and YouTube. Absolutely, I would take advantage. We just saw, Champ Bailey get pulled in the break that we had. The headliner hits are all here now. This is when you get in early in the morning, before some of the big dogs, rub their eyes and see what's in the break room. Because once those big dogs come in and they see all these headliners available, they're going to be attacking that break page. So I would get this. This diamond box is a headliner level hit, I would say. You get a chance. You get a chance at your own separate chase wheel spin, by the way, as well, in that diamond. I know sometimes it can be confusing with seeing 3 series in that chase on the screen. Those will be 3 separate wheel spins, guys. We will do each break as its own wheel spin. It's not a combo spin for everyone that jumps in all these breaks. We will do separate spins for each break that we do. Kelce is Kelce is worth more than the 3. Yeah. And that's, product of the modern NFL and the rise in salaries and the salary cap of the NFL. But yeah, I don't think going back to Rob's point, I don't think the issue is what it's not a financial issue, right? Like they're not signing this to get some extra cash.
Yeah.
Taylor Swift has always been very upfront about signing pretty much anything and everything.
Yeah.
She will sign pretty much anything and everything. And Kelsey, he's been in the break room enough. We've had Taylor Swift in the break room too, which is why I think it's possible that we could see the double
for sure.
Because we have the access to both people there. Jared Menzer saying, sorry, what's in the flex? 2 boxes left in the Speed Flex series. Both are hidden gems, so both come out of the and more section. I will say both are current players. Both Speed Flexes left in the series are current players. So, take that for what you will. Just know that, we're not having random people sign on Speed Flexes. We're not having random guys autograph on those Speed Flex helmets. Those are going to be relevant players. They are current players. They're just not necessarily rising to headliner level in those Speed Flex. I will say one of the players, I have seen him as a secondary headliner in series before. So that should give you an idea of kind of the type of player that we're talking about here.
Yeah, and I mean, just just going on Chidmay's point there, for both series combined in the Speed Flex and the Diamond, just to show you guys a little preview of yesterday, for example, I pulled 2 really, really great Diamond hidden gems in my show with Robbie Lopez yesterday. A Rodney Harrison and a Rasheed Rice.
Okay,
a guy in Rodney Harrison who is a Hall of Fame level player, and then Rasheed Rice, who has been a number 1 option for Patrick Mahomes the last 2 seasons. So if that doesn't say something for, as a part of the Reed, Mahomes, and Kelsey dynasty in Kansas City. Again, I always like to say it's a zero scrub policy thing here. So, and again, you're having yourself a multiple benefits in one. Obviously, the chase wheel spin, you're giving yourself a chance in an item, which is first and foremost, but you're also making progress in opening a brand new series as well. So you're doing a multitude of things at once. You're not just benefiting yourself, but you're also benefiting the whole community.
Yeah, you want access to the new headliners. Yeah. We got to knock out these last few boxes here, and then we get into the new headliners, and hopefully you get yourself some chase wheel spin money to where you can then jump into the new series and get the headliner hits that are there in that new series. So again, 1 box left in that Diamond, 2 boxes left in that Speed Flex. Hopefully, we can close out at least one of those series, if not both, by the end of this show as we jump into the 10 o'clock hour here. We're just 2 minutes before 10 here. 4 to go in that Naughty and Nice single. 4 to go in the mini. So we're making some progress there as well. So 4 to go in that mini. Mini, again, is a double box break. We are 2 to go in the Weekend Warrior double. 2 to go in that Weekend Warrior double. I will drop that link in the chat as well. 2 to go in that in this series. And again, that Trevor Hoffman's still available. The other 3 boxes in the Weekend Warrior are and more hits. And once this Weekend Warrior series closes up, we will have a new Weekend Warrior jersey series for you guys. That'll be a Weekend Warrior jersey series weekend exclusive, only going on Saturday and Sunday. And then if it doesn't close out, it'll roll over into next week. Still 3 to go in that Diamond and still 4 to go in that jersey. So where are we going to next, guys? And, we talked about that CFP prediction thing, that sort of giveaway that we have. It's a Michael Irvin authentic is the giveaway. If you correctly predict the CFP or have the highest score, I guess, in the CFP picks, that is going to be the giveaway for the winner there. But CFP coming up next weekend, just after, not really weekend, it's technically in the middle of the week because it's New Year's Eve and New Year's Day, which will be a Wednesday and a Thursday. But CFP heading into the quarterfinals, Rob, we'll briefly talk about each game, I guess. But your thoughts on sort of the first round, what you saw, and who you think will advance out of the quarterfinals. You got Oregon versus Texas Tech, Indiana versus Alabama, Ohio State versus Miami, and Georgia versus Ole Miss. We saw Georgia Ole Miss earlier this year during the regular season. Georgia winning thanks to a 17-0 edge in the fourth quarter. They won that game, I believe 43-35, and they scored 17 unanswered in that final quarter. But this is that Indiana-Bama game is going to draw a lot of eyeballs. Yeah. I know a lot of Indiana fans. Alabama fans are excited after a good showing against Oklahoma, but just knowing the perception of both programs, the calls into the Paul Feinbaum show will be off the charts if Alabama loses to Indiana in that quarterfinal game.
Yeah, no.
Even though Indiana's the undefeated team.
Yeah, no, and Indiana's obviously had a historically great season, not just for the standards of their program, but I would say just in general. But you were asking me what my thoughts and takeaways were, but I'd probably say my biggest one is I think Ole Miss is legit. I think Ole Miss is a legitimate factor to contend for a national championship this year. They were going number 6th ranked going up against number 11th ranked Tulane. They were pretty significant favorites going into that game, but they were on it from the start, and I think they just have a very well-balanced roster, top to bottom. If you have
the quarterback,
if you got the quarterback,
that's a big deal in these types of games, and they absolutely have the quarterback. Trinidad Chambliss has skyrocketed to the top of the college football world, given what he's done, and we'll see if he's going to have another year of eligibility. We'll see, and we'll see if he enters a transfer portal. There's a lot of great quarterbacks. Now, I wouldn't say great necessarily. A lot of good on the cusp of great quarterbacks that are in the transfer portal this year. And it'll be interesting to see where all these guys end up. We are 2 to go in that Naughty or Nice single. We already did a Naughty or Nice single here, and the Champ Bailey mini jumped out. But we are 2 to go in that single, and we are 1 to go in the Weekend Warrior double. So 1 to go now in that Weekend Warrior double. Again, appreciate you guys jumping in, getting those spots. We are still 3 to go in that Diamond single. Again, last box of the Diamond. It's a Hall of Famer, former league MVP, and is a headliner in one other series currently in the room, and has been a headliner in plenty of series before. That just tells you sort of the level of hit that this guy is not even a headliner in the Diamonds, but it's an authentic helmet, Hall of Famer, former league MVP. You guys do some mental math there and take a guess as to who it could be. Not to mention, we will have a wheel spin for you guys if that Diamond series does close out.
Well, we're gonna go into the Naughty or Nice series, Chinmay, for a second time.
That's been sold out.
So
Yep.
Shout out to Karen Reagan. She bought out the last 2 spots in that.
All right.
So thank you, Karen.
We will go that way.
And again, you mentioned the Champ Bailey headliner hit, and when I was hosting yesterday afternoon, a trend that I had going on is we started off with headliners at noon and 3, and we just kept pumping those bad boys out. So it's funny how those things work sometimes, because I'm a very superstitious person, Chinmay. I'm not sure about yourself, but I'm somebody that
quirks here and there. I
definitely believe in trends, and you can write out a trend certainly enough. Now, that's what I convince myself when I'm at the blackjack table at a casino, but first and foremost. But the same thing can be looked at here in the break room, is that we've seen guys and gals go on ridiculously good winning streaks, whether that's box calling, whether that's wheel calling, whatever it might be, whatever works for you. But I definitely know that if you start to see a Champ Bailey pop out, or maybe in the Naughty or Nice, we go into a guy like Tony Gonzalez, like who we've talked about, that we end up Beetlejuicing. So we see it happen all the time here in the break room.
Josh Coates asking in the chat, do you guys give out notifications of when the box you purchased is going to be pulled? So we have no way of knowing when that break is going to happen, because all 8 spots have to be bought out in order for us to do the break. So you're buying a spot in the break. We don't know necessarily when that break is going to close out. It could close out 5 minutes from when you bought a spot. It could close out the next day. Things might roll over into other shows. So we don't know for sure when it's going to be pulled. It'd be really hard to give out like a live notification for every single person in the break. To know. But that's a good thought. And it does make sense because, you got other things to do. You buy your spot, you take off for 20, 30 minutes, and all of a sudden, your box is pulled and you have no idea, what happened. So it is a good thought and something that I'm sure has been asked a lot. But that's just going to be very, very tough to do for every single person that's in that break because some people are in the chat, some people aren't, but some people have not been in the chat for days. They may have purchased that spot, a few days ago. So we don't know when the spots have been purchased necessarily to then send those things out. So that'll just be, the difficulty level is pretty high, but certainly a good thing to consider here. But let's get into this Naughty or Nice break number 4. Drop me a box number if you are in this break. So Naughty or Nice number 4, go ahead and drop me a box number. Dan Wheels is saying 22. And let's see if Dan is in the break. So Dan is in the break in box 22. We should have box 22. We do. We have box 22 in this break. Randomizing 9 times around for you guys. Here we go. 9 times around on the randomizer for the 9 a.m. show.
Just so you guys are aware, shout out to Joshua George. He closed out that weekend Warrior Double. That is going to be the last break that we have for the weekend Warrior Double because we have spots bought into the single. Just so you guys are aware. So shout out to you, Joshua, and hopefully whoever's in the next coming break is awarded with that headliner, Trevor Hoffman.
Yeah, so we'll do the weekend Warrior Double here after we knock this out. Yep. Daniel Wheels in the NFC North. Kale Isaac, you've got the NFC South. Kale, let us know how you found UA, who your favorite team is, who you're chasing in this break or just in the room in general. Karen Reagan is in the NFC East as well as the AFC East, Queen of the East. Jared Menzer in the NFC West. He's also got the AFC South. Aaron Custer in the AFC North and Christopher Neller in the AFC West. Again, Christopher, let us know how you found us here at UA, who your favorite team is, who you're chasing in a particular series or in the room in general, and we can point you in a particular direction. Box 22, as Dan said. Here we go. Good luck. Again, we'll scratch off the sticker here afterwards. This is going to be a jersey. It's not going to be a headliner, but it is going to be a notable player at least. It's Miles Sanders.
Oh, okay.
On a Philadelphia Eagles jersey.
There you go.
Miles Sanders on the Philadelphia Eagles. Miles Sanders, unfortunately, suffered an injury with the Cowboys. He's still trying to kind of figure out his next landing spot after some very solid seasons with the Eagles, but never quite as dynamic as what they would have hoped. But Miles Sanders, that is going to be an NFC East hit, and that is going to go to Karen Reagan. A little bit of closer magic for Karen. Miles Sanders is your jersey in this Naughty and Nice jersey series.
Yeah, for Sanders, I mean, he's still just 28 years of age. The former Pro Bowler. Yeah. That Pro Bowl season coming with the Eagles back in 2022, where he ran for nearly 1,300 yards. Only time in Miles' career when he had over 1,000 yards on the ground. He also had a career high 11 touchdowns as well. But yeah, Miles Sanders, a very reliable, very dependable back, and certainly for the price point in this series, you can't complain. And you know what? One of my favorite things to do, Chinmay, in my free time is go on every reference page available, whether it's pro football, basketball.
Well, we still got the sticker.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
We still got the sticker to figure out here.
You know, hopefully, yeah. See what Miles could bring Karen as a late Christmas gift here, but I'll get into this in a second. I think you'll find this amusing.
Well,
there you go.
Miles Sanders is nice. Miles Sanders is nice. And so, in addition to the Miles Sanders jersey, we'll see what Karen is getting here. Slip again. There's some. So this is the box, and there's some chits in here that we'll see. So Karen, you made the nice list. Enjoy a Zach Thomas replica helmet.
Wow.
So Zach Thomas rep is also going to go to Karen along with that Miles Sanders jersey. Rob is going to see if the Zach Thomas rep is in the room, and it is. And so we will bring it out here for Karen.
So obviously this will be the same order number. As
Yep. It's in the box.
Yep.
We'll pull it out.
Great. A rep and a jersey.
Zach Thomas rep coming Karen's way. And that pad popped out, so we'll put that earpiece back in here. Stuck to the it was stuck to the wrapping.
Zach Thomas not acting very nice this
Yeah.
morning. Zach Thomas, by the way, still a secondary headliner in those minis.
So Zach Thomas, a secondary headliner in several series, but that rep is also going to go to Karen Reagan. Write that up as well.
Awesome win there from Karen. And if you guys have, or at least I have definitely noticed, Chinmay, that if you end up getting a hidden gem in this series,
Yeah.
chances are you're probably going to end up on the nice list. So, CJ Hills, what's going on? CJ said, "Is there any more boxes today?" Yeah, absolutely. There's going to be plenty of more boxes.
Well, we're going to have two more in that Weekend Warrior, right?
Yeah, Weekend Warrior double is coming up. And CJ, if you have any questions at all on how the break room works, just because I have not seen your name before, my friend, I just dropped a link in the chat for you right there. Feel free to either watch this next coming break, of course, with Chinmay and myself, to get a better understanding of how the room works, because that's how I always advise people, usually Chinmay, is sit and watch. Sit and learn how the breaks go down. But if not, watch a little 2-minute explainer. And if you are familiar with break rooms, feel free to browse the break room, ask Chinmay and I what's available, if you have any questions, things like that.
All right, let's go to the Weekend Warrior double here. Got those names. Thank you very much, Rob. And we will get right into it. This is Weekend Warrior double number 11. So if you're in the break, go ahead and give me 2 box numbers. There are only 4 boxes. So you don't have a whole lot of choice when it comes to the numbers. But if any of those numbers there are ones that you want, go ahead and let me know. 9 times around in the randomizer, here we go for Weekend Warrior double number 11. Joshua George, you've got the Steelers, Blazers, and Yankees spot. Dustin Aronson has got the Cowboys, Magic, and Dodgers spot. Eric Schuler, Packers, Nuggets, A's. That's all going to you. Jared Menzer, Celtics, Mariners, Chiefs, and Heat. That's going to you. Christopher Bayette, Red Sox, 76ers, Bills. Christopher, let us know how you found us here at UA. Favorite team that you have. Any particular item that you are chasing or team that you are chasing here in the break room. Dennis Doc Rivers is in that Warriors, White Sox, Lakers, and Dolphins spot, as well as Broncos, Padres, Sonics, and Braves. So that Trevor Hoffman would go to Dennis Rivers were it to come out here in this double. And then Eric Schuler, again, has got Giants, Phillies, and Bulls. I'm going to give you guys another 30 seconds or so on the box calls. Otherwise, I will go to the picker wheel and enter those numbers in, and we will see which two boxes are coming out. So you give you guys another 10 seconds here. So if you guys are interested in a box call, otherwise we will go to the picker wheel. All right. Haven't seen any box calls yet, so we will go to the wheel. Again, we're looking at two numbers here. These are the four numbers available. And the first box will be 12. The Aaron Rodgers number. Tom Brady number. Aaron Rodgers doing the Packers a solid with the Steelers win over the Lions. And we will go for a second box here. Take 12 off the ticker. And 21. 12 and 21 coming off the ticker in the Weekend Warrior. And again, that is now down to two boxes, that Weekend Warrior series. So once we knock out the remaining two boxes, we will be able to open up a brand new series once we knock out the remaining two boxes. But we'll start out here with box 12. Box 12 is where we will start out in the Weekend Warrior double number 11. Good luck, everybody. Weekend Warrior double number 11. Here we go. Box 12. It's interesting. Looks like we've got, well, we're back to pulling headliners because this is Trevor Hoffman. Trevor Hoffman on the yellow Padres lid, and at the front, 601 saves is the inscription. Trevor Hoffman, 601 saves on the Padres yellow helmet, and we will be able to display it. Let me get our handy display here. Nice MLB display, and we will put that up. And that is going to go to Dennis Rivers. Dennis Rivers in the Broncos, Padres, Sonics, and Braves spot. That is going to go to Dennis. So, Dennis, congratulations. Trevor Hoffman on the Padres helmet. Write that up for Dennis real quick. We got one more box coming in this series. Trevor Hoffman coming out of box 12. We can leave Trevor out here. Display as well. And we will go to box 21. Box 21 in this Weekend Warrior double. Big Mike saying, hell yeah, congrats, Doc. Doc Rivers responding with the fire emoji. Yeah, congratulations, Doc, on Trevor Hoffman. Last headliner in this Weekend Warrior series. Again, 2 more boxes after we knock out this box in Weekend Warrior, and then we will jump into a new Weekend Warrior series, and that'll be a Weekend Warrior jersey series. So again, we knock out the last 2 boxes here. We will be able to jump into a new Weekend Warrior series. Oh, this is a fun one. This is a fun one. It's Alonzo Mourning. Alonzo Mourning on the Miami Heat. The black Miami Heat jerseys. That is going to be Alonzo Mourning. And that is going to be a Jared Menzer hit. Jared Menzer, congratulations. Alonzo Mourning on the jersey in the Weekend Warrior series. Write that up for Jared. So Michael, the double, if you're referring to the Weekend Warrior, there is only going to be the 2 single breaks are all it's going to be. That's all that it's going to be in that Weekend Warrior, because there was already somebody bought into this. There's only 3 spots to go in that single, and there's only 2 boxes left. So we're not going to put up another double. We'll just have the 2 singles. So I would say I would leave your spots in the single. You can buy another spot if you want, but I would leave the spots in the single there. I do see that we have a mini series ready to go, so we will get that. We do have a mini break ready, so we will get that going here in just a little bit. But Jared Menzer, congratulations, Alonzo Mourning on the jersey. Alonzo Mourning actually was one of the players, and he eventually later became Shaquille O'Neal's teammate. But Alonzo Mourning was one of the players, one of the reasons that Shaq ultimately left the Magic, because Mourning got the big contract from the Heat. I believe Juwan Howard also got a big deal in the free agency period that Shaq was also a free agent. And that is what pushed Shaq to get the bigger deal out of Orlando. So Alonzo Mourning had a small hand as well in Shaquille O'Neal going from the Orlando Magic to the Los Angeles Lakers. The Mourning went to, okay, Skeebs is saying, guys, when you get a second, can you see order 280282? Yeah, I can definitely look that up for you here. We'll see what that break was from. 282, that would have been yesterday. So yesterday that was in the, let's see. That was in the Naughty or Nice double number 4. Naughty or Nice double number 4, and I will check as to who won that. So Naughty or Nice number 4, that was likely going to be in the late show. Let's see. Must have been the After Dark. Guys did do an After Dark show yesterday, so probably went there. Let's see. Yeah, Naughty or Nice double number 4. Skeeves, it doesn't look like you won. There was a Bill Romanowski jersey that went to Joshua Bateman, and there was an Emmitt Smith mini that went to Curtis. So Curtis had the Emmitt Smith mini that went, and Joshua Bateman got the Bill Romanowski jersey in that Naughty or Nice double box number 4 on that order number. So unfortunately, you did not win, but thank you for playing, and I would say jump right back into the break because we still have a huge list of headliners in the Naughty or Nice. Travis Etienne, Lawrence Taylor, Tony Gonzalez, Steve Young, Jonathan Taylor on the minis, and then Dan Marino, Dak Prescott, Eddie George, and Adrian Peterson on the jerseys. Rob, we've got a mini break that is good, but the Trevor Hoffman helmet was pulled.
Let's go.
That was going to Doc, and again, it has the 601 saves inscription on it.
Oh, that's cool.
As well.
Very cool.
And then Jared Menzer pulled an Alonzo Mourning jersey, or won an Alonzo Mourning jersey from the Miami Heat. And I was saying, Alonzo was he ultimately ended up being Shaq's teammate later, but his deal that he signed with the Heat in free agency was one of the reasons that ultimately Shaq left the Orlando Magic, was because that free agency pushed the price point so out of hand for Orlando that Shaq ultimately left. But yeah, we've got a mini break coming up. And because we've got a mini break coming up, that means that we will at least do one Chase wheel spin here. Hopefully we can do more. We still got 3 to go in the diamonds. And we have, let's see. That Speed Flex series, we still got, I believe, 7. Yeah, we still got 7 to go in that Speed Flex series. But we should definitely be able to knock out this diamond. This last box in the diamond, we should definitely be able to knock it out. And if we do, we can drop the new vault to start off that noon show. We can definitely drop that vault. That would be something that we should be able to do here if we are able to close out that diamond. But yeah, we've got the minis coming up here, and the minis will be a double box, and then we will see where we're at after that and reassess, and hopefully. We'll be doing some more breaks. If not, we'll reassess and see whether it's Chase Wheelspin time or not. Appreciate you guys all hanging out with us here at 9 a.m. on a Saturday morning. Again, some NFL games coming up this afternoon. Texans and Chargers will be playing in the early afternoon game, and then, early evening game, because that's a 3:30 kick, I believe. And then 7 p.m. Central Time here, the Baltimore Ravens and Green Bay Packers facing off in a battle of backup quarterbacks that the networks are not too happy about, but the NFL will rate no matter what. So there will be plenty of eyes on that game. Jay Bynes 12 is saying, "What's up, guys? Bought a double box offside break number 3. So the offside is the minis, and that's break number 3. Break number 3. That'll mean that that mini break already happened. So break number or mini break number 3 would mean that it happened. Let's see. Maybe it happened. Yeah, it happened yesterday. Happened yesterday in the 6 p.m. show. It was opened, and Kyle Juszczyk and Steve Atwater were the 2 minis that came out of there, and William Worden won both of those. So William Worden is the guy who won both of those in the offside mini number 3. We've got offside mini number 5 coming up here, and we got that list of names. It's all in one box, but that's fine. I'll take care of it. No, I got it. Doesn't matter for the randomizer.
Correct.
It's all good. All right, we got those names in the randomizer here. Again, 2 boxes in the offside mini. So offside mini number 5. Give me 2 box numbers. We're going 9 times around on the randomizer here. 9 times around. Eric Burns, Edward Hall. Edward, welcome to UA. Let us know who your favorite team is. Let us know how you found us here. Eric Zaffran, Dustin Aronson, and then Robert Lilly. And Eric is saying, I see Eric. Is that Eric Zaffran?
Yeah.
Because we also have an Eric Michael, right?
That is Eric Zaffran.
Okay, all right. Oh, sorry. There's 2 Erics. Just making sure. Okay, Eric is saying wheel times 2, so we will do wheel times 2 after we randomize here. 9 times around on the randomizer per the dice roll of this show. Yes, Eric giving a confirmation. Appreciate that, Eric. Thank you. So that is where the divisions have landed. Eric Burns is in the NFC North. Eric Zaffran in the NFC South. Dustin Aronson in the NFC East. Robert Lilly has got the NFC West, the AFC North, the AFC South, and the AFC East. And then Edward Hall has got the AFC West. Wheel times 2. 1 to 30 wheel here. Wheel times 2 for the minis. Here we go. First box in the minis will be box 14. So box 14 will be the first box. And we don't have 14, but we have 13 and 15. So we will go to the picker wheel here. And we will do 13 and 15. And we will spin that. So the first box will be 13. Box 13 will be the first box in the minis, and we do have box 13. So that will be the first box. And then the second box will be second box will be 7. We don't have 7, but again, we have 8 and 6. So we will go back to the picker wheel here for 6 and 8 in the minis. We'll spin that. And that'll be box 8. So we'll do box 8 and box 13 in the minis. There you go. Box 8, box 13. Good luck, everybody. Move Trevor here to the side. First box is box 8. Scott Deans is saying, can you guys check that order number?
Yeah.
I'm guessing that order has already.
It is not. It's the diamond single.
Oh, it's a diamond single. Okay. It's the diamond single, Scott, so that break has not happened yet. That break has not happened yet. Box 8 in the minis. Here we go. Minis, 22 boxes, 9 headliners still left. Well, spoke too soon. It'll be 8 headliners after this box. Jonathan Taylor, the favorite to win Offensive Player of the Year, and one of the best running backs in the NFL on the black Colts mini helmet. That is going to be an AFC South hit, and that is going to go to Robert Lilly.
Wow.
Robert, congratulations. Jonathan Taylor on the black Colts mini. That is going to go to Robert Lilly to start off this mini double. Still got 8 headliners here. We'll see. Leave JT out here. Box 13 coming up next. Box 13. Robert chiming into the chat saying, nice. Robert, hope you're a Colts fan. Or at least a Jonathan Taylor fan. Maybe Jonathan Taylor is on your fantasy team, has helped carry you to a successful season heading into championship weekend. This is not a headliner hit, but it's a Hall of Famer.
Nice.
It's Dan Hampton, the Danimal.
Oh.
On the Hall of Fame 2002, or with the Hall of Fame 2002 inscription on the Chicago Bears lid. That is going to go to Eric Burns. Eric Burns, congratulations. Dan Hampton on the mini helmet headed your way as part of this double box break. Again, Dan Hampton, part of that 1985 Super Bowl team for the Chicago Bears, anchored that defensive line there, and has been around, is still around in the Chicago area.
Yeah.
Seen him plenty on UA Memorabilia. I believe he does the Bears post-game radio show on WGN. So we'll write both of these up here for Robert and Eric.
Yeah, two great hits, Jonathan Taylor and Dan Hampton. So, excuse me, Jonathan Taylor for the first time all season doesn't know what it's like to lead the league in rushing yards.
Yeah.
James Cook surpassed him during this past week, but it's still way too close to call. So, talk about a tale of two different seasons, though, for the Colts, who, by the way, are going to be again. It seems like the AFC South has been doing nothing but playing against each other lately, and that's going to be the same case coming up tomorrow afternoon, 12 o'clock on Fox. You got Jacksonville, who I think people are starting to take very, very seriously these days. Trevor Lawrence is playing some of the best football of his career, and same with the Jaguars. They're playing some of their best football since I would probably say. I think this is the best Jaguars team we've seen since that Blake Bortles AFC championship-led Jaguars team in Liam Cohen's first year. But the Colts, though, they're 6-2 at home. So if they want to keep their season alive, I don't think they've been mathematically eliminated yet.
I don't believe they have been either. So definitely the Colts still definitely alive in the playoff picture. Skeev is saying what's left in the jerseys. Good question. We will head to the jerseys. 3 boxes left in that jersey break. And of the photoed headliners, only George Kittle and John Elway are gone. Every other jersey you see on that screen is available outside of the George Kittle and the John Elway. Have not seen Sean Alexander on the classic blue Seahawks. Have not seen that classic blue Seahawks old school jersey much in this break room. But again, everyone else outside of John Elway and George Kittle is available in the jerseys, and that is 3 to go in that jersey break. We're 3 to go in the jerseys, 3 to go in the diamonds, 3 to go in that Weekend Warrior single. And again, we will have at least one wheel spin because we did see that mini break close out. Hopefully we can get a second wheel spin if you're in that diamond. Again, 3 to go in the diamond. I can tell you the last box. He is a headliner in another series currently. He has been a headliner in plenty of other series at UA. Hall of Famer, former league MVP. And it's an authentic helmet because the diamonds are authentics or better in every spot. So 3 to go in that diamond. Hopefully we can get to another wheel spin here. But otherwise, we are fairly open here. We are 4 to go in that naughty or nice double. So hopefully we can close that out and get a couple more breaks in that naughty or nice. But we are 3s and 4s in several breaks. We're halfway home, so hopefully we will be able to get some boxes done there. Dennis is saying, Chinmay, how many boxes left in the Weekend Warrior? Only 2 boxes left in the Weekend Warrior. They're both hidden gems, so only 2 boxes left in the Weekend Warrior. Dennis, the winner of the Trevor Hoffman helmet that came out in the last Weekend Warrior break, but only 2 boxes left. And once we knock out those 2 boxes, we will drop a new Weekend Warrior series. That is a Weekend Warrior jersey series. So again, we close out the diamonds, we open up the vault, and all the headliners there with the speed flexes. 5 speed flexes in the headliners there, and 5 authentics. So 10 of the 10 photoed headliners of 5 speed flexes and 5 authentics in that vault. So we knock out this one diamond. then we can jump into the vault. The jerseys are 3 to go. Naughty or nice, 4 to go. Dennis is saying, if we close out the Weekend Warrior, can we turn it into a double box? The issue with that is that the price point is what it is for the single, and I believe people had already bought into the single previously.
There's only 3 spots left.
Yeah, so unfortunately, Dennis, because the price point is different for the single and double, we will have to go through both boxes for the single and the double. There were already people bought into the single when that last double closed out. So we couldn't just, double charge them if they weren't available in the chat to consent to that. But yeah, good question. And again, if that for those of you who are new or have been wondering about how to change break spots, things like that, we can do that. Like let's say you have 2 spots in a single break, and that break is not close to closing, but the double break in that same series is 2 to go or 3 to go, and you want to jump in there. We can consolidate your spots. We can take those 2 singles and move you into that double instead. So we can do that for certain breaks. So that is possible for certain breaks. Raisin Kane is saying, morning sports fans. Morning to you, Raisin. Hope everything is going well this Saturday. Big sports day on Saturday, even though there's no CFP games going on. There's still some bowl games going on. Mizzou is playing in the Gator Bowl later tonight against a very solid Virginia team. And the NFL is in action. Packers are in action against the Ravens in the backup quarterback bowl tonight. And then Chargers and Texans, battle of 2 playoff hopefuls. They will be squaring off in the early evening for that NFL slate on this Saturday. Rob talked a little bit about fantasy football, but I am in a championship game. Are you in any championship games across your multitude of leagues? Hope all of you out there are also, fantasy football fanatics. If you're in a championship game, let us know. Let us know what your matchup looks like, some star players that you may have, and what you're looking for here on this championship weekend. I've got a championship game and a third place game, so hopefully got an opportunity to win some cash.
Yeah, no, a word you used not too long ago was consolidate, and I consolidated my leagues this year down to 1. So,
okay, all right.
But I was one and done. Sadly, I was one and done. So yeah, no, I've been
all
out
good.
Been out for 2 weeks now, so I mean I kind of limped into the finish.
Yeah,
my thought process really needs to change. My draft strategy was good, but I made some trades to basically get me the higher seeding, because in my league for a 12 team, we had the first 2 seeds get a bye, and I ended up coming in the 3rd seed, and I did not finish as strongly as I wanted to. So because of injuries I had Lamar. I had Egbuka, I had Roma Dunze, guys that were real workhorses for me in the first half of the year that really didn't show up on any of them too.
Yeah.
Laporta hit the IR, so underperformances and injuries, typical fantasy things.
Yeah.
But I got Kyle Pitts in the first round, so that basically got to set the tempo. But funny enough, that Sunday I was actually still in a position to go into Monday Night Football. I needed, I think, like 19 or 20 points from Chris Boswell a few Monday nights ago from the Steelers kicker, but just
that's
wasn't
not out
meant
of the
to
question
be,
given how Boswell had played in the early part of the season. Michael Arias saying he's in the chip, but he didn't play his Vikings defense, and that'll sting. I think the Vikings defense north of 20 points in the fantasy league scoring that I'm in. Raisin Kane saying consultation bracket. I believe it's consolation, but it can also be a consultation. You can be consulted if you're in that bracket on what not to do.
Yeah.
In fantasy football rounds. But yeah, consolation bracket for Raisin. Gonna refresh the page here. It is 10:45, and the Weekend Warrior has sold out. The Weekend Warrior single has sold out. So Weekend Warrior single is going to be prepped here, and we will get that ready to go for you guys. Appreciate you guys closing that out. Knock out to Weekend Warrior. Hopefully we can knock out the last box of the Weekend Warrior as well, and then we can jump into the new Weekend Warrior series, which will be a jersey series. Raisin saying, let's call it what it is, losers bracket. Yeah. My buddy Vivek is chiming into the chat. I was once wrongfully eliminated because of a Robbie Gold late sub. It's a long time ago. We don't need to bring it up. I'm in the championship this year for some faulty sub-ins that happened a long time ago. We don't need to bring that up. Appreciate you jumping in, Vivek, this Saturday morning. It's number 7 on the Weekend Warrior. Rob?
Yeah.
All right, Weekend Warrior 7. We are good to go. We will jump in to that here.
Last Weekend Warrior coming up after this, guys.
Yeah, Weekend Warrior number 8 single will be the last single box of this series, and then after that, we will jump in. We will hopefully be able to drop a new Weekend Warrior series here at the end of the show. Get you guys in. Weekend Warrior 7, give me a box number. There are only 2 boxes, so there's only boxes 5 and 29. So if those are some lucky numbers for you guys, I will give you the opportunity to pick one of those. Otherwise, we will go to the picker wheel. But I'll randomize things up here while we're waiting on a box number. Dan is saying 29, and Dan is in the break. So, Dan, that box call is good. So, we will do box 29 9 times around on the randomizer per the dice roll in this show. Dennis Rivers, you've got the Steelers, Blazers, and Yankees spot, as well as Packers, Nuggets, and A's, and Giants, Phillies, and Bulls. Daniel, you've got the Cowboys, Magic, and Dodgers. Cody Whitchow has got Celtics, Mariners, Chiefs, Heat, as well as Broncos, Padres, Sonics, Braves. Cody, unfortunately, Daniel's box call was ahead of yours, so we're going with box 29, but appreciate you playing along here. Weston Hildreth has got Red Sox, 76ers, and Bills. And then Michael Polis has got Warriors, White Sox, Lakers, and Dolphins. Box 29, second to last box of the Weekend Warrior series. Good luck, everybody. Here we go. Well, it's a basketball. So, Rob, I'm going to need the basketball stand. We'll get the fancy stand out. We'll get the fancy basketball stand out for this one.
I think it should be worth it.
Oh. This is a fun one because of some of the stories that were told about this player in a recent documentary. But I got to find his signature. It's Tony Kukoc.
Nice.
The longtime Bull Tony Kukoc.
That is cool.
2-time NBA champion, 3-time NBA champion, I believe 2-time NBA. No. Three-time NBA champion Tony Kukoc was part of the second three-peat of those 90s Bulls teams. And Jordan and Pippen, well, there was some hazing going on with Tony Kukoc. But
yeah,
in their minds, he was better off because of it. And you know what? It's hard to disagree with them. It's hard to disagree with their style of being a teammate for Tony Kukoc. But that is going to be a Bulls hit, and that is going to go to Dennis Rivers.
Yeah, Papa Doc.
So Dennis got the Trevor Hoffman lid, and now is coming away with Tony Kukoc on the basketball in this Weekend Warrior series.
Yeah, king of the Weekend Warrior, Doc Rivers. And yeah. I mean, Hall of Famer Tony Kukoc, right? and a Hall of Famer because of his impact on the international game. A guy that was much before his time. 6'10", 200 pounds. A guy that actually plays Chinmay that I would say similar to him in a lot of ways is Josh Giddey.
Yeah.
That I would say. I mean, Tony Kukoc, one of his nicknames was the Waiter. A ton of other great nicknames as well.
Croatian sensation.
The Croatian sensation, yeah. Special K, Euro Magic, another one of his. That he was the Sixth Man of the Year winner as well. But he's one of those players around that time, Chinmay, where, him, Arvydas Sabonis, Drazen Petrovic, really when you started to get that first influx of European talent into the NBA, he was one of those guys where if he came over, more towards his prime and had a bigger role, if he was put on like let's say a bad team where he was the number one option, he would be an easily efficient 20-plus points per night.
Could have been much more statistically successful.
Yeah.
Might not necessarily have been an NBA champion. Was also EuroLeague champion three-time EuroLeague champion and EuroLeague Finals MVP. Brett Kelly chiming in. He's saying he's in the championship round as well. He's got Stafford, Jamar Chase, Kyron Williams, Michael Wilson, and Trey McBride. He's got a couple Cardinals there for Rob. Rob is a Cardinals fan.
Yes, sir.
For those who do not know, Wan'Dale Robinson is an interesting one in a championship game. But yeah, I've got Stafford rolling in my championship game as well. So I'll be rolling with Stafford on Monday night. To hopefully close out that championship with the last say on Monday night.
Who does LA play on Monday night?
They play the Atlanta Falcons.
Okay, so I mean
on Monday night. So we'll see.
Hopefully that's a barn burner.
We'll see how it goes. Yeah. Well, they did lose an overtime game against the Seahawks, so hopefully they come out guns blazing and put up a big number in Atlanta.
Yeah, we're Team Chinmay going forward here into the weekend. So could be very, very close here on another break happening.
Yeah, we'll check the break page here real quick. I see a lot of 7s and 8, but I see 2 to go in the naughty or nice double. So I see 2 spots to go there. And then I still see one. I see 1 to go in the jerseys, actually. So 1 to go in the jerseys, 2 to go in the naughty or nice double. We got about 8 minutes left until we officially have to hop off. But we will keep going if the breaks are happening. So we should definitely knock out that jersey break. And we should definitely knock out that naughty or nice double.
We also got 2 to go in the diamond single now.
We are 2 to go in the diamond single as well. And again, that diamond single, if we close out that diamond single, not only will we be able to drop a new vault series with new headliners, 5 speed flexes, 5 authentics in the headliner section there, but the diamond break will get its own chase wheel spin. So you can get an opportunity to get into wheel spin. Not only do you get a chance to win the item, but you get a chance at some money back, which you can then use to jump into the vault. So we should definitely knock out that diamond here. And we should definitely knock out that jersey. So the jersey, diamond, and then that naughty or nice double, that's where we're looking to go here to close out this show. Write this up for Dennis real quick. Tony Kukoc.
Yeah, for sure. Now, of course, totally up to your own volition there, Chinmay. But if you want to give the guys and gals at home a little bit more time so we can get some of these series wrapped up, do a couple more breaks. And as I speak, let's see if we got any movement here. We've had a lot of first-time orders, by the way. I believe we are up to 6 new customers this morning. Leonard Camaretta getting a single spot in the Bright Lights full-size authentic series. Thank you, Leonard. Favorite player, favorite team. What I was actually alluding to, Chinmay, was if you wanted to maybe do the spread picks and give us a little bit more time here.
Yeah, not a problem. We'll leave Tony out here with Trevor. Tony and Trevor on the.
That would be Mr. Reinsdorf would be very disappointed in you if you did not. But speaking of one that was not a story that I expected to hear from that documentary. That might have been one of my favorite parts during the Olympic. Going after him in that the first round and then the obviously the gold medal game, but just to see the international impact that the Dream Team had on Tony Kukoc, right? Coming over and everything. So I know that somebody else is going to have a major impact coming up next as Brett Kelly closes out the jerseys. So.
All right, yeah, let's do that jersey break.
Thank you, Brett.
once we knock out that jersey break, we can reassess where we're at. Appreciate you closing that out, Brett. Good luck to you in your championship game.
Yeah, good luck to you, BK. Hopefully you have it your way in the championship round matchups. And I'm not the type of guy, Chinmay, that's going to be I'm not going to be a sourpuss on the sidelines. I want you guys to do well. I'll be pulling for you guys. I'll be like a water boy on the sidelines. Be hyping you guys up.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, have you? Is yours a dynasty in any of these leagues?
Somewhat it's not exactly dynasty. It's a keeper league.
Oh, okay.
The one that I'm in is a keeper league. One keeper.
I consider
but it's
that dynasty.
It's a dynasty league in terms of it's the same group of people. It's been the same group of people for a long time.
Okay, so that's definitely to me a dynasty. Yeah. So those are the best ones to be in. Have you won previously?
I have not. Hoping for first championship.
Wait, so who was your keepers then going into this year?
So I had Chuba Hubbard coming into the year because it's the auction league as well. So I had Chuba for $1. So that was my keeper. Chuba Hubbard is no longer on my team.
Did you draft Rico Dowdle?
I did not draft Rico Dowdle. We will randomize here in the jerseys.
I'm really considering putting in. I would only put in Burden in that situation if Roma Dunze does not go.
Roma Dunze is not going, right? He's been ruled out.
Yeah. So if that's the case, then yeah, no, I could definitely see.
I wish I had put Burden in. I was waiting for the practice reports, but then I just said, screw it. And Troy Franklin ended up getting the nod, and that one is not that great. But we'll see. Still a long way to go. Wildcat jersey number 7. Go ahead and drop me a box number. Brett Kelly, you've got the NFC North. Karen Reagan has got the NFC South, as well as the AFC East. Dan Wheels has got the NFC East. Artravius Neal has got the NFC West. Richard Kane has got the AFC North. Christopher Bayette has got the AFC South. And Richard Kane, once again, has got the AFC West. So jersey number 1, or Wildcat jersey number 7, but box number 1. We'll move Kukoc up here. Keep Trevor off to the side. Box number 1. First box of the jersey series. First jersey break of the 9 a.m. show. Good luck, everybody. Let's see who it is. Well, we always get some good juju here, depending on who's hosting.
You should also read the irony of the comment that just came in too.
Come on, Earl Hackler, let's get you back home to your Bears fan. Well, that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen, Brett. You are going to come away with a much better jersey, though, in my opinion. It's Antonio Freeman.
There you go.
On the Green Bay Packers jersey.
There you go.
The legendary receiver Antonio Freeman, Super Bowl champion, I believe, for the Packers back in 95, 96. Antonio Freeman with the JSA cert. And that is headed to Brett Kelly. So, Brett Kelly, you missed out on the Urlacher, but in my opinion, you got something much better here with the Antonio Freeman jersey on the Green Bay Packers.
It's hard to Antonio Freeman.
That's how the break room works. This is how the break room works.
Antonio Freeman, Brian Urlacher, 2 great players in their own respect, but I like to call that a win-win regardless.
Mm-hmm.
Antonio Freeman, definitely one of the more underrated wide receivers in the history of pro football. A guy that was a Pro Bowler, an All-Pro, and a Super Bowl champion. Yeah. He actually led the league in receiving yards in 1998 for the Green Bay Packers. Had 3 consecutive seasons of over 1,000 yards, and he was the guy that was Brett Favre's right-hand man there for a couple of seasons.
Absolutely.
Up north. So
Brett Kelly's saying that's nice too. He can put it with his Matthew Golden helmet, stacking up receiver memorabilia. I like it, especially for the Packers. Write that up for Brett.
so funny, man.
Quickly reassess where we're at on the page. But yeah, go ahead, Rob.
No, I was gonna say it's so funny. Every show that Chinmay and I do together, it feels like there is either a White Sox, Packer, Cardinal. There's something of one of our favorite teams every show we do. It's really funny at this point.
Rob has pulled multiple Frank Thomas jerseys on the shows that we do, and I've been afraid at times that Rob will just say like, all right, that's it, that's the show, no more breaks after this. We can't get better than this.
Go Pack go. There you go.
Robert Lilly, go Pack go.
Pack,
Robert, I believe Robert won the Jonathan Taylor.
Yes, he did.
Jonathan Taylor mini lid.
Yes, he did.
Brett Kelly saying not by choice, Chinmay. All right. Sometimes by necessity. It's okay. We understand that. We're 2 to go in that diamond and 2 to go in that naughty or nice double. I will give the folks at home. It's 11:01 right now. We'll do the chase for the minis because the minis is 8 to go. So I don't anticipate us doing another mini break. So we'll do the chase wheel spin for the minis. So if we can get that list,
I got you
for the chase, and those names will go in twice because the minis are a double break.
Yes, sir.
So we'll do the chase for the minis, and then we'll see where we're at after that. Looking to close out the diamonds, guys. The diamond is what we're looking to close out because not only would you get the wheel spin for that break, on top of potentially winning the item. The item is a Hall of Famer, former league MVP. He is a headliner in another series currently. Has been a headliner in plenty of series across series at UA. So definitely not a gem is what we're really, when we're saying hidden gem here, this one is a gem. This one is an absolute gem
for sure.
When we're talking about hidden gems, and then not only can we do that, but we can then drop the vault series for you guys to then get into the new list of headliners here. So we will randomize for the mini wheel spin. This is the wheel spin for the minis. We'll go 9 times around. Top spot will get chance at a 1 to 100 gift card. Thanks for playing in the minis break. Robert Lilly, go Pack go. It'll be Robert Lilly.
There you go.
Who will be getting the wheel spin here. So Robert, 1 to 100 on the wheel. Let me know if you have a particular number that you would like to start at. Otherwise, I will start it at 1 and spin from there. Michael Polis is saying he's got a Dan Hampton mini as well as a Luther Burden authentic that Brett could potentially be looking to trade for. And I know Michael's wife is a Packers fan, so Brett has got some Packers memorabilia that could potentially be looking to get swapped. Robert is saying 7, so we will start at 7 here. I believe that's close enough there. That's going to be 7, and we will spin. Good luck. It's unfortunately going to be a low number. 22. 22 headed Robert's way. And I get to at least keep my job for one more spin. Thanks to that.
Yeah, and well, just because that's not going to be the only money that you're going to be giving away.
Okay.
In UA store credit. Shout out to the combo of Daniel Wheels and Christopher Bayette closing out the diamond.
All right. So the diamond will close out. So we will do that diamond break, and then we will do the diamond wheel spin. So more chances for me to give away more money. I am a fan of that. Bring over the diamond box, and the good news for closing out that diamond is at the noon show we can drop the vault in between, and we can drop that list and let you guys gander at that, and then we'll go through the names to start off the noon show and get you some of those headliners as well.
Absolutely. Thank you for getting that. Shout out to you guys for closing that out. Perks, again, me and Chinmay, we stay on as long as you guys continuously want to play, want to bring those orders in, and hopefully it's going to reward one of you out there with this final diamond. And again, keep in mind, We've been hinting at who this guy could possibly be all show, but also keep in mind that all authentic helmets are better in this Diamond series.
So box 25, the last box in the Diamond series. We will head off the ticker here.
Yeah, Lenny, just let me see what I know that your order just came in not too long ago. Leonard, you are in the, let's see, you're in the Bright Light series, so you still have 7 more spots that need to be bought into, my friend, before that break ends up happening.
All right.
I like that guess there from Rich.
Good guess from Raisin Kane. Good guess. Potentially Jim Kelly. Good. That's a reasonable guess here. But yeah, no need on the box call. So there's only one box. So we'll just randomize here. 9 times around on the randomizer.
Said, okay, thank you. Yeah, no problems, Leonard. Feel free to stop by. Feel free to keep tuning in until that happens. Over the course of the day, though, that break will happen in that Bright Light series.
Daniel, you've got the NFC North. Gonzalo in the NFC South. Michael Polis has got the NFC East. Scott Deans has got the NFC West. Karen Reagan has got the AFC North. Zachary Kopecki has got the AFC South. Christopher Bayette in the AFC East. And Cody Whitchow in the AFC West. Good luck, everybody here. Last box in the Diamond series, and then we will be able to drop the new Vault series. What headliners left in the Speed Flex? Ronnie Sayer chiming in. Ronnie, unfortunately, no headliners left in the Speed Flex. It's going to be 2 hidden gems in that Speed Flex series, but I can tell you both hidden gems are current players, and I can tell you that one of the hidden gems has occasionally been a secondary headliner in some other series. I have seen him as a secondary headliner in some other series, but both are current players. Diamond series, last box of the series. We've been hinting at Hall of Famer. We've been hinting at former MVP. Been hinting at a lot of things. We finally get to open this authentic. Richard guessed Jim Kelly, and Jim Kelly was a decent guess. But it's Jim Kelly's teammate. It's Jim Kelly's teammate Thurman Thomas on the authentic Bills lid with the Terminator inscription.
That's really cool.
And that is going to go to Christopher Bayette in the AFC East. Congratulations, Christopher. Thurman Thomas, the Hall of Famer, former league MVP.
Hell yeah.
Also won Offensive Player of the Year the same year that he won the MVP award in, I believe it was 1991. And a part of those Bills teams that unfortunately went to 4 Super Bowls and lost 4 Super Bowls. But Thurman Thomas, the Terminator, on the authentic helmet to close out the Diamonds. Great hit, Christopher. And he's saying, let's go. He's in the chat saying, let's go. Hopefully he's a Bills fan. If he's not, go Bills. He's saying go Bills. So congratulations, Chris.
Wow.
That's a great way to keep the break room vibes going. Bills fan getting a Hall of Fame Bills hit to close out this 9 a.m. show here as we hit 11:10 on the clock. Write this up for Chris, and then we will do the wheel spin. We'll do the diamond spin.
Yeah, after you do that, that list is all ready for you, my man. If you want to close out the show, I am making the vault active right now, so we can end up showing a little sneak peek before we get to that.
For sure. We'll leave Thurman out here. The end of the show. We've got, that list is, it's the same list as it was here.
Yep.
So I'll just re-randomize, or I'll just reinsert and re-randomize here. So it's the same list as it was in the Diamond Break. We'll just re-randomize. Yeah, he said huge Bills fan. He's saying huge Bills fan, so that works out perfectly there for Christopher. Thank you for playing. Thank you for making the hard part of that all happen. Diamond wheel spin time. Here we go. 9 times around. Appreciate everybody closing out this diamond break. And Daniel Wheels. Dan Wheels, let me know what number you want to start on the wheel spin wheel. For the Chase wheel spin in the diamond, let me know what you'd like to start on. Otherwise, I will start on 1. Appreciate everybody in the chat shouting out Chris. Yeah, it's always fun when a fan wins their favorite team. That's always a good sign here, and something to get excited about. Dan is saying 25, and that looks to be 25 there, and we will spin it around here for the diamond. Okay, better number this time, 37. Slowly but surely, I'm inching my way up to the bigger spins. 37 going to Dan Wheels as part of the Diamond Chase wheel spin. Appreciate you guys closing that out.
Awesome work, guys. And again,
And the vault is live.
yeah, I was gonna. Yep, the vault is
Vault
indeed
is live. So I will and we'll quickly go over that vault here to close out this show. So the vault is live. So as you can see, Travis Kelce on the speed flex. We've got Thurman Thomas again, but he's with his teammates. He's with Andre Reed and Jim Kelly on a triple sign Bills speed flex. Chris Carter on the Vikings with the little honeycomb pattern. I know Michael Arias might be interested in that one. Chris Carter on the speed flex there. He's got an inscription as well. I believe that's all I do is catch TDs. I believe that's the inscription for Chris Carter. All I do is catch TDs. We got Peyton Manning on the authentic. We've also got Saquon Barkley on the speed flex and Randy Moss on the Patriots speed flex. So Randy Moss is on the Patriots speed flex, Saquon Barkley on the classic Eagles, the Kelly Green Eagles speed flex. The authentics, TJ Watt, Dak Prescott, and Ezekiel Elliott double signed authentic. That's a really cool classic Cowboys lid. That's going to be a nice piece. Dan Marino on the Dolphins authentic. Hopefully Rip is here later on and can pull that. And then Peyton Manning and Trevor Lawrence on the authentics for the Broncos and the Jaguars, respectively. So that's the vault, and that's available to you guys to jump into. We will likely crack into that for the noon show. Looks like Michael and Brett are talking trade, so we'll give them a few more moments in the chat to work that out there. But Rob, we got 3 items here on the table and plenty of other stuff going on in a pretty happening 9 a.m. show here. But the 3 on the table, what would you say hits of the show? Where would you rank those 3?
Oh man, I'm gonna be biased as all hell here. So
Yeah,
I'm gonna
I
go
didn't
with,
expect you to be anything but biased.
I'm gonna do. I'll put the Terminator. Despite as much as I like that, that's my favorite signature on the table.
All right.
I'm gonna go for bias and aesthetics here. So I'm gonna
Okay.
put Terminator at number 3.
Yeah.
I'll do. This is where it got stuck, but I'm gonna put Trevor Hoffman's batting helmet at 2, and then I gotta go with TK. I gotta
All
go
right,
with,
yeah.
Gotta
Good
go with
boy.
the waiter at
Yeah.
number 1 and Tony Kukoc.
All right,
What about you?
I'm gonna go Hoffman 3, Kukoc 2, and Thurman Thomas number 1 as my list there. Jeffrey Terry saying that Steelers helmet is dope. Yeah, TJ Watt unfortunately still looks like he's gonna be out with that collapsed lung is what he had. Hopefully he can come back this season, at least for the playoffs. If the Steelers, if they win, or if Baltimore loses tonight, the Steelers will be in the postseason. So they're pretty much locking up that spot in the AFC North with a division title there for Mike Tomlin, who's been a bit embattled over the past few seasons with how the Steelers have played, but a nice little bounce back for him.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're just hitting 11:15. That's going to wrap it up here. We're not really close on any breaks, I don't believe. I'll quickly refresh the page here and see where we're at.
Outside of that naughty or nice double, I believe.
Yeah, that naughty or nice double, if it's still at 2, it has been at, it's at 1. Okay. The naughty or nice double is at 1. So I will give you guys another 2 minutes. I'll give you guys another 2 minutes if you want to close that out. Otherwise, we can leave that as a pre-fill for the noon show. But we're 7 and 8 pretty much across the board elsewhere. There are 5 to go in that last weekend Warrior single. So we can definitely knock that out at the noon show or during the noon show. But yeah, give you guys about a minute here. See if we can close out that naughty or nice double and get a couple more items out here on the table. But otherwise we will wrap things up here. So Rob, normally you're in the host chair, but how has it been for you on the producer side on this 9 a.m. show?
Putting the carpal tunnel to work today, man. I know all aboard the carpal tunnel train. So no, I mean you guys were fantastic. Excuse me once again. Really enjoyable show, really steady show. It's how Chinmay and I like it. As much as we enjoyed talking anything from, the pros to college, we're here to talk about memorabilia of any type of variety with you guys. It was super enjoyable as always, and let's run it back at noon.
Yeah, we'll talk all kinds of sports in any sort of capacity, whether it's through the memorabilia or our spread picks, which we'll have coming up,
which we will
on the noon show. We'll definitely do that.
We do got a closeout.
All right, we have a closeout, so we will stay on, and we will do the naughty or nice double here, and that'll be the last break.
Yes.
Of this 9 a.m. show.
Yes, it will be. Christopher Bayette, so he wants to put together a winning streak here.
He wants to keep it going. Can't blame him.
Not at all.
Move some of these guys over. All right, naughty or nice double box number 2. Or sorry, this is double box number 5. Double break number 5. It'll be 2 boxes, but it'll be double break number 5, and hopefully we can give away even more stuff.
Yeah.
With the naughty or nice box.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to wear my UA hat at noon to watch your show to match you guys. Yeah,
Please do that.
Yeah,
please do that, Michael.
Yeah, I was going to say we're
list is ready.
Yeah, list is ready.
So here we go.
Decked out in the new UA gear, man. We got spoiled.
Yeah,
this holiday season.
Naughty or nice double box number 5.
I think Mike actually mentioned yesterday, Chinmay. I believe this was Mike. He got a card. He got that autograph card from us here at Ultimate Autographs.
So Jonathan. Just say wheel times 2 after I drop this message. So just go ahead and copy and paste that message again, wheel times 2. The requests have got to come in after our message for the box numbers. So go ahead and drop wheel times 2 again, and then I will spin the wheel.
Oh, you got a hat as well.
Got a hat as well. Okay.
Oh, that's
got a hat as well.
I didn't know you guys were getting all that, man. That's great.
Very, very cool. I will randomize the names.
It's a really nice hat.
Here we go. And there. Jonathan, thank you. Appreciate that. Wheel times 2. We'll do wheel times 2. We'll go 9 times around in this double box. Walter McCauley, you've got the NFC North. Dustin Aronson is in the NFC South. Daniel Wheels has got the NFC East. Christopher Bayette has got the NFC West. Christopher Neller has got the AFC North. Jonathan Dodson has got the AFC South. Dustin Aronson also in the AFC East, and Daniel Wheels also in the AFC West. Jeffrey, you are not in the break, so you got to be in the break in order to call the box, but we've already got wheel times 2, so we will spin the wheel twice for this break. So the first box of the wheel will be 5. First box will be 5. And we don't have 5, but we do have 6. So the first box will be box 6.
Okay.
And the second box will be 24. And we don't have 24, but we have 25. So it'll be 6 and 25. 6 and 25 in the naughty or nice double. And that'll be coming up here to close out what has been a very eventful 9 a.m. show.
And again, just so that they know, I know you just mentioned it,
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to be a pre-fill regardless.
All right.
Going into noon.
Yeah. So Rob, if you heard him saying Vault Double getting a lot of movement, but that'll be a pre-fill for the noon show. This will be the last break here at 9 a.m. Box 6, first box of the Naughty or Nice double number 5. Here we go. Good luck, everybody. So this is going to be a mini. It's not going to be a headliner, but it's a guy who has had a bit of a lost season, but hopefully he can find his way. It's Keon Coleman.
Nice.
On the Bills mini, the second-year receiver, Keon Coleman. He's struggled a little bit here to try to live up to his billing as a number 1 receiver, but hey, he's got plenty of potential, and the Bills are not going to give up on him. That is an AFC East hit, and that is going to go to Dustin Aronson, Keon Coleman, on the mini helmet. I'll write that up here for Dustin.
Yeah, real quick there for you, Jeffrey. I'm going to be dropping you a link here. This takes you to our homepage here at Ultimate Autographs. There's going to be a live break explainer that you can click right at the very top of the page that says "Watch this short video to learn more," and it'll give you a brief watch through of how to play our live break room.
Keon Coleman on the mini, and Dustin, I will scratch off the sticker here as part of this Naughty or Nice, and I have a feeling that that you will be rewarded. But
fingers
scratch
crossed.
off here,
Fingers crossed.
just to to go through the logistics and whatnot.
Yeah, Jeffrey, no problem
And,
at all,
the
dude.
intuition is correct. It is nice.
Hey, there we go.
So Keon Coleman is nice for Dustin. So we will put Keon away here, but you could be getting some more stuff here, Dustin. So don't go anywhere just yet. We will. So here's the gift box, and a lot of paper slips in here, and we will pull that out. So, Dustin, you made the nice list. Enjoy $75 in store credit.
Wow.
So, Dustin, you
There
are
you
getting
go.
$75 in store credit to go along with that Keon Coleman mini. Congratulations.
Hell yeah.
Box 25, the second box in this series. Box 25. Second box in this break. Naughty or Nice double. This will be the last break, last box of the show. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Again, we are live 9 a.m., noon, 3 p.m., 6 p.m., and then on Fridays, we are live. Technically, Saturdays, we are live Saturday at midnight for UA After Dark with the boys there. But otherwise, we are on we are on 4 times every day, 9 a.m., noon, 3 p.m., and 6 p.m. Charvarius Ward. Charvarius Ward on the Colts jersey. Charvarius Ward, that is going to be a AFC South hit. That's going to go to our wheel request man, Jonathan Dotson.
Nice.
Jonathan, congratulations. Charvarius Ward jersey headed your way. And my guess is that this will also be a nice scratch off, but we got to go through the process here. And it is.
Nice.
It is also a nice.
I have not seen back-to-back nice scratch offs in a double yet, so that is very cool.
Write this up here for Jonathan, and then we will see. We'll see what he has won in addition to the Charvarius Ward. Gift box here for the naughty or nice. Jonathan was nice here. Jonathan, you made the nice list. Enjoy a wheel spin.
There you go.
So I will get my third wheel spin after all. I wanted 3 wheel spins. I got my third wheel spin. Right up Charvarius Ward. And we will go to the 1 to 100 wheel. Jonathan, let me know if there's a particular number you'd like me to start at. Otherwise, I will start at 1. And we will send you this amount in UA credit. So let me know what number you'd like me to start at. Otherwise, I will start at 1. And I will give you about a minute here. Jonathan was in the chat, so just giving him a little bit of time here. If he is still around, he does get a wheel spin here as part of the naughty or nice additional. He's saying start at 2. Okay. Saying start at 2. And that's looks like that's 2 right there. All right. Starting at 2. Good luck, Jonathan. Let's see how much we're giving away to close out this show. Well, this is a bad wheel spin. 5. Go ahead and double it. Give him 10. Give him 10. Rough on the wheel spin there for me.
All good.
I went up a little bit. I went from 22 to 37, now down to 5. So maybe I should have started at 1. Maybe I should have started at 1.
Law of averages.
Yeah, that's not particularly hot, but yeah, we'll send 10. We'll send 10 your way, Jonathan. Appreciate you playing in the breaks, and congratulations on that Charvarius Ward jersey in the naughty or nice. That's going to do it for Rob and I here at 9 a.m. We will be back after taking a short break here. We'll see you guys at noon with some spread picks and more live memorabilia breaks. Thank you for tuning in to the Ultimate Autographs live break room. We will see you back here